representing Lease the Dress for you.
Well, thank you everybody for participating in this panel. So let's begin by introducing the other two ladies, lovely ladies who are seated here. Gloria, you want to introduce yourself?
Yes. Hello everyone, my name is Gloria from Seca. So I run McLean Living Magazine, Great Talk Living Magazine, and now with my partner Alicia of Vintage Jewelry. I have a background in business, that was my major, and then I went to New York and Parsons, so I have a fashion business master. So, and now I came here, I grew up in Honduras, and I came here to just make you all happy.
Good morning, ladies. You all are beautiful. You really do. Welcome. My name is Karen Shizarabi. I'm operations manager with Lease the Dress in McLean, Virginia.
Woo, woo, woo!
Nadir, who you just met, she founded Lease the Dress with her husband after struggling to find high-end statement fashion in the DMV. She's a true collector of art with a background in art. She's spending $3,000 to $4,000 a month on pieces that she considered treasures. Often, like many of you, only wearing them one time. They would sit in her closet like a museum piece, never to be worn again. She and her husband put their heads together, and they truly had a light bulb moment at that point. They decided that there had to be a simple, smarter, and more sustainable way to continue manifesting a love of fashion. The answer was one memorable garment, many women, and less waste.
Okay, thank you very much. There too.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Thank you, Ms. Gloria, Karen, and Nandira for having me here today. Again, my name is Batul Sadik. I started my image consulting firm, BHS Image Consulting, because I realized that as women, not only do we want to look and feel fabulous, but we're not just dressing to impress.
Woohoo!
We're dressing to command respect. We are dressing to be seen, and we are dressing to be heard in all of the spaces we find ourselves in. And so we really focus on personal styling, and I had the opportunity to connect with Lease the Dress. Not only do I use it to really best serve my clients, but I also am a fan and a member, and I really love the model that they've created for all of us in this room today and more.
Okay, thank you. So, in business, jewelry can make a powerful statement about who you are and what you represent. How do you distinguish between the pieces that are too flashy versus those that elevate professional look?
So, well, when we're dressing up, right, for whatever we are doing today, that day, we're looking in the mirror and we're like deciding if it's too much, if it's not too much. So we end up choosing we live in a conventional, traditional area, which is the DMV area. So Washington, D.C., people are dressed a little bit more toned down. So when you choose a piece for business, I suggest always doing less is more, like a signature piece. So choose elegance, and then if we want to be flashy, let's leave it for the galas and the weddings or night things. Just think about the first ladies, like Nancy Reagan, Melania, Michelle Obama. They're always toned down. They're never wearing like super big, flashy stuff because they're in a work environment. So that's my advice for business.
Go ahead. Personal style is part of personal branding. How can women balance self-expression with professionalism when it comes to diamonds and jewelry in the workplace?
Okay, so when I think you've noticed some of your friends, right? When you see them, they have a certain style. So let's think of Jackie O, with her glasses. How elegant she looks. So she's always wearing those glasses. So always consider when you're buying a piece of clothing or a piece of jewelry and accessory that you have to have a personal branding. Like for example, I wear studs. every day. So that's what I like to wear, and I wear my watch and I wear a ring, and I hate wearing my engagement ring because it bothers me, but I still have to wear it. But always try to have like an identity with what you're wearing, because it's just your signature piece that you're choosing for yourself, and then that makes your personal brand better.
Okay, so this is for Karen or to Lease the Dress allows women to enjoy luxury fashion without the pressure of ownership. How do you see this empowering women, especially in business and leadership roles?
Thank you, great question. So, again, with the personal brand being so important and identifiable, what Lease the Dress really does that I have found is that it shifts the focus from running after fashion and really owning it and embodying it. So we're not worried about all the investments, we're not worried about what we're going to wear, but rather we have a supportive community of women in Bandera, in Heron. We're really there to shift that focus from, running after the trends to really how do we create an impact with our personal branding and the way we are showing up. And so the reason why that is so empowering is because in turn it allows us to fulfill our We're going to shift the focus from maybe in times past when we were kind of dressing to keep up and really shaping that narrative and being more impactful in how we're showing up through our style and through our fashion. And so because Lease the Dress has such a great sustainable model and the way we're showing up, we're showing that we're more conscious with our fashion and we know what we're doing. It's more intentional and we get to have fun and explore all of the different collections from the designers they procure from around the globe. And so that is such an empowering experience because you really feel that confidence in being more authentic in how you're representing yourself in the world.
Okay, thank you. Karen, in professional settings, fashion can send a strong message. How do you guide women and not let them be polished and stylish without being over the top? Sure. Because over the top is easy.
That's right, it's striking a balance for sure. But let's face it, in today's world, fashion does shape first impressions. In business, as Batul, reflective of what Batul just said, it has to be about intention. One strong element, again, this reflects what Gloria said with her jewelry, choosing a defining piece, such as Gloria's studs, her bracelet, and then pairing that with a strong statement piece from Lease the Dress. It's not going to be over the top, put on simple shoes, keep everything else classic, the hair very classic. You can push the boundary a little bit. With that, even in the DMV, we're finding that to be true based on the information that we've received back from women that we've served over the last 8 months. Truly, whether it's in the boardroom or a networking event or a business trip, your look does start the conversation before you even speak. And while the outfit may leave the room at the end of your event, the confidence you project stays with your peers.
Thank you very much. Lease the Dress, to me, it's an interesting idea because it gives women the chance to try new looks they might not ordinarily try because they had to make a permanent investment. So how do you feel that kind of experimentation affects their confidence as well as their presence in the business world?
Yeah, so quick show of hands, who loves to be the best dressed person in the room? Yes, right? So the great thing with Lease the Dress, of course, is we have the opportunity to be adventurous. A lot of times in the big box stores, we end up all finding similar items, wearing the same things, but how powerful is it to really be able to find a piece that speaks to you, and so that when you walk into that space, you are commanding that respect and you're showing that you're not afraid to be who you are, that it has value and you have something to bring to the table. And so with the variety of designers that they pull from and really that personalized in-person experience, I know every time I go, I'm excited, we have a good time, there's lots of laughs all around. I'm really just building that community of women who are not afraid to show up and show out in the way that they can. And so the reason why that's fun is because we are allowed to be adventurous. and we can move forward with really defining a personal style that resonates with us versus just kind of looking like we're dressing out of the catalog, right?
I love what you just said, because I do think that we all need to define ourselves and bring our whole selves into whatever setting we're into. So I love what you're doing here. So Gloria, we all know that confidence is key in business. Do you think wearing diamonds changes how women feel about themselves when stepping into a high-stakes meeting or professional setting?
I think it's important to be very well polished if we're gonna, feel confident to show up, dress nicely, look elegant, choose diamonds have energy. So either you choose, you're a good pearl, a nice gold hoops or something, but something that boosts your confidence. Like, I've noticed, I don't own a Porsche, but sometimes I drive one because they're my clients. And when I get into one, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so powerful, but it's not mine. So, but I'll get there. I'll get there. I love it. So it makes me feel like, okay, I'm more confident entering into, a room and being able to close a deal or, make a good presentation. Just think about Oprah. She talks so much about her style and, buying statement pieces of jewelry. Condoleezza Rice, she loves to, dress very nicely, and they're both powerful women. So, seeing those people that are very successful, how they do it, it's like it boosts your confidence in every way. So when I've seen it with our clients that, they might have never owned diamonds because, first of all, natural diamonds have been so expensive, they have been impossible to buy, and now we have grown that they just feel like, oh my God, I can own a pair of diamonds. So it just feels a little bit boosts your confidence. So yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, I think we're going to conclude our panel now, but I'd like to give each one of you a chance to make one final statement that you'd like this group to know, if you want to. I know you do.
I want to tell everyone that then we're going to do a member introduction, so you can come forward because we're going to introduce every one of you. You're going to get a couple of seconds. And we have 3 giveaways. Jasmine is going to tell the other ones, but for ours, we're going to give away a pair of 1-carat studs. So there's this little paper here, you just have to fill out the Google form, and at the end, so don't leave, we're only gonna give it away to whoever's here. So wait until the end, we're finishing at 10:30. Yeah. So we're gonna give away that.
Yes, okay, normally, if you have attended the Women in Business Committee breakfast, we go around the room and we share who you are, your name, right? Name of your company, and one thing we can help you today, not tomorrow, not the next day, just today. For me, for example, Jasmine Bonilla with Raymond James, and I need you to attend my keynote on September 17th. I'm a referral group. That's what I need. So I'm gonna go around the room, and we're gonna start. We're gonna be very specific to be terrific.